years?
For about 15 years now.
7 years now.
I'd say like 2 years ago, formally.
2 years.
And I think I just enjoyed the problem solving and coding aspects of the job.
The electrons, the electromagnetism literally fascinated me a lot, and that's what made me choose electrical engineering, and I went for that.
So I started in academia, worked across countries, first in the US and then in Singapore, and shifted fields to think tank about 8 years ago. And so that's how it's evolved, and also moving from an individual contributor to leading a team, that's been a big change as well.
There were no opportunities in my place, and if I had to pursue a career in STEM, I really had to step out of my comfort zone, and I traveled about 3,000 kilometers away from my home just to pursue a career in STEM.
So I think one challenge I found is that people tend to kind of communicate a lot less about accessibility and those types of things when building software products, and I think that's something that women can bring to the table.
But I think clear communication and speaking up for yourself is what has helped me navigate through these challenges and come as far as I have today.
People finding it very difficult to accept that a woman can also do forestry research, can go into the forest, work in villages and so on and so forth. So people with all good intent at that point in time would try to discourage me, giving things like, oh, you go into a forest, you will have tick bites, there will be marks on your body, so why are you even putting yourself through it, sorts. So I guess the mindset of people in the specific area that I was working in was something that was challenging, but at the same time I also took it as a challenge to myself to overcome it. So an opportunity, I would say.
Talking about my childhood, I was always inspired by Kalpana Chawla. I would really imagine myself in space with her.
I think all the women who have broken barriers when the times were not as easy as they are now and paved the way for us to get into STEM are all inspiring women. And these women are people we meet on a day-to-day basis, whether be at home, during a commute, or at our workplace.
Especially in the past couple of years after I became a mom, the things that Indra Nooyi says from her old interviews, quotes, are very relatable and very inspiring for me, and how her comments about how women have to balance so many different things, especially after motherhood, are very relatable and inspiring for me.
Grace Hopper, she's kind of credited with creating the first ever computer manual. So she was kind of thinking about other people more than the tool itself, like thinking about how people are going to use the tool. So yeah, she's definitely an inspiration.
Quite inspiring was my mother herself. Is a graduate. You know, she is born in the 1940s, but at the same time, you know, she did physics, chemistry, mathematics, a triple major in science at that point in time, and she had the aspiration to become an engineer, which she couldn't because they got her married. So I guess people like her and my aunts who kind of, you know, worked, who are teachers in their own right, but all of them science teachers, have been a huge source of inspiration to me.
There has been a gradual but tremendous change in how women in science have been contributing to the industry. Right now I see a lot of women opportunities opening up specifically for women. There's a lot more flexibility at work, inclusivity, and I also see that women are able to now take on more leadership positions. So that's very inspiring and very promising.
Girls, STEM is fun and exciting. Just step into it and we'll explore the STEM world together. It will make you turn the imaginations into the realities. Just dare to imagine.
I just say don't be discouraged. Sometimes you can feel like you're not the best programmer or the smartest person in the room. But don't let that discourage you. Keep trying, and a lot of hard work pays off.
My advice would be to stay curious and follow your curiosity. Be bold, speak up for yourself and for others around you, and never question yourself. Be confident.
My main advice would be don't lose sight of what you want to do and just keep going at it. Do not get bogged down by other people's views and opinions of you. Be comfortable with conflict and not being liked, because that's going to be part of the process.
I think the only thing that I would say is never give up. Keep trying. Yes, as women, we do have certain challenges, physically also, and also in the workspace, at the home front. But at the same time, I think we need to work with it, work around it, and then times have changed, and people in the ecosystem are definitely much more welcoming, is what I see.